Hey, I'm Tom.
And I'm Tanner.
Welcome to episode 73 of Bird Squawk.
Well, camp is continuing as we have left off, and today, as of us recording this is Tuesday, first day of pads. Football is coming back slowly but surely. Not a whole lot to talk about. A little low points, I guess, unfortunately, early on here, but the first good bad news, I'm not too concerned about it as we get right into this. Devonta Smith, MCL, minor strain, out 2 to 3 weeks. A lot of people are like, the size thing already. I'm not really concerned about it.
My only comment, camp begins, the blue tent shows up.
I know, of course.
I don't want to deal with this again. No. Come on now. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it either. We've all had our fill of that the last 3 years, it feels like. 3-4 years already with this. He was stretching with the team today. He was on the jugs machine. I'm not too concerned about it. It doesn't seem like the Eagles are too concerned about it. So that's good at least. Obviously, it sounded like he was having a good camp. Every day when I read through camp notes, making nice plays, doing stuff. And obviously he's exciting.
He's been a player. I mean, I'd rather err on the side of caution and let's have him when the lights come on and it's time to do something for real. And if that's what we got to do, he's out for a couple weeks, so be it.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned. And the guys, there's not any real big names other than him on the injury list, but as of right now, anyone that is injured should be back by week 1. Today, I didn't hear anything that something went south today, so early on, should be all right. See, obviously, once games start, practice gets going. But so far, injury report, not too scary. Once again, camp, it just seems to be going as advertised. The big thing that we talked about, the only big glaring thing, a couple weeks ago, one of our last videos before the break, we talked about Jordan Mailata and Andre Dillard, the competition there. It's very evident early on that Mailata is taking over at that position.
They're saying Mailata's taking most of the snaps with the ones, and Dillard is already with the twos. So, it is what it is. I mean, don't quite get it, because when Dillard filled in that one season,
and it's
we didn't have any issues.
It's not that I have a horse in the race. I don't really care. I like Jordan Mailata. It seems to unfold here. I'm not quite sure what has happened with Dillard. Obviously, like you said, the first year before Mailata, he played well. He stepped in, played well. Then he got injured last year, and then all the trade during the draft before, and now kind of fizzling out again. So once again, it seems like another missed first-round pick,
but who knows, right?
Well, I have to see. Once again, I like Jordan Mailata. I thought he played really well last year. So like I said, there's not a big horse in the race here. I don't really care as long as number 1 is protected at the end of the day. But
our weekly rumor of the week that I heard today is now we're looking at Rodgers for next year. I mean, come on, when does it end?
Well, speaking of that, I guess we'll get into the rumors. Obviously, Deshaun Watson's still floating around, but obviously, Eagle-related, non-Eagle-related news. We've been talking quite frequently. A lot of us have been confident. 3 first-round picks. That's looking a little suspect now, as it might be back down to 2. Once again, Carson Wentz, obviously, if you don't know, 5 to 12 weeks with foot surgery. A little iffy on that, so that could cost the Eagles. I did the math. 12 weeks, if it is the full 12 weeks, obviously it just happened, not sure. 12 weeks would put us in week 11 already.
Wow.
So that's going to really destroy that chance. It's 75% of snaps, no playoffs, or 70% of snaps, and they make the playoffs. So right now, if that unfolds the way it is, not the greatest for the Eagles to get that first-round pick. Obviously, unfortunate. I think a lot of people were hoping for him to be all right, but I don't know. It's getting more and more that maybe people were right about him and we were a little blind, but I've moved on. I've been moved on. It's just something that needed to be talked about because it still is affecting the Eagles, even if it's not.
Man, from what I'm hearing, Jalen Hurts is having a nice camp.
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of reps, getting a lot of completions. Connecting with his receivers.
I am on board. I think a lot of us are on board. We keep saying this. I am good giving this kid a shot. I'm good. I don't need to ruin the future of this team by trading away draft capital to get people that we don't know what's going on still.
Right.
I truly do like where we are at. I like what I hear from Saucy after each practice. I like what I hear from the players. Obviously, once again, it's that early August optimism. Everyone feels good. Everyone feels great.
I think from the onset, Saucy's keeping everybody accountable. I mean, he stopped practice the other day and he was like, this isn't the way we practice. And, from what I've heard, it picked up after that and everybody buckled down. I think, that's what was needed. That's what Doug wasn't really good at. He was a player's coach, but he really didn't keep people accountable.
It was that's true. And I mean, I agree. I like that. I like to hear that stuff ain't going well. You're having a sloppy practice. Hey, we're not doing that. Yeah. We're resetting. We're getting back.
That's not us.
Every day is not going to be perfect, but we're going to work best, as Jalen says, get 1% better each day. And that's what this team is all about, it seems like. Once again, we've talked about this. I like the youth. The youth, it finally feels like a youth movement is getting infused into this team, and it's exciting.
Yeah, and these guys bring an energy, you know what I mean? Because they want to prove something. So that gets everybody to step up their game a little bit. And I think that will only enhance this team and make us better.
I agree. And like you said, with Saucy stopping practice, I see clips all the time. Today he was with Fulgham. He was with him, took him to the side, showing him routes, what he wants to see, stick the foot in the ground, him stick it, no banana routes. So I just like the hands-on. Like I said, I like the youth, not even just from the players, but the coaching staff is so young too.
Yeah, and you got to think about it. I mean, this dude came in. I feel like he assembled a decent coaching staff.
I do
feel
too.
Like the defensive coordinator. I mean, that guy Gannon's gonna bring it. I think, and as we've said before, expectations are low. Wow. So anything that happens, I don't feel like my whole life is going to be ruined by, from September to January, because my expectations are low, just getting back down to the link, feeling that vibe, getting around all the fans, getting to see people we haven't seen for a year and a half. I mean, it's just going to be where we want to be.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of that, Sunday, there's already an open practice. Football is moving quickly. I mean, this Sunday is
next week is the Steelers.
I was about to say, this Sunday's the 8th, and I think the 15th is the Hall of Fame game with the Cowboys and the Steelers. There's footballs around, and it's not great football. It's preseason, but it's early preseason. I know anybody that's a big Eagles fan, first preseason game, who cares who's playing? You're sitting down and you're just like feeling you've wanted that Eagles football, and people are gonna get excited again. And like I said last episode, it's that early. I just feel good about this team right now. And obviously, like I said, expectations low. Yes. Expectations very low. But I like what I see. I like what I hear. I think there really is a chance to be a little surprised. Not surprised like, oh my goodness, this team is 12-4, 12-5, or whatever it is now that at the extra week. But that,
I mean, what did we win last year? 4 games?
They were 4-12-1, if I remember correctly.
Anything above that is great.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have us around that ballpark again. I really think...
I don't.
I agree, too. I mean, obviously, a long time ago, even before this roster has kind of come together, we did, as soon as the schedule came out, and did a breakdown. And I had them maybe like a 9-8. If you really... I mean, I think that is like really a success this year for this team if they get to 9 wins. But I truly do see like 6 or 7 winnable games on the schedule, and you never know. You never know. That's why you play football. You never know who's gonna win. So yes, this season is exciting, and as each week as we get closer, each day when I see stuff on social media about this team, it gets me excited. Football season's here, and it's the best time of the year.
Yeah.
So, as always, guys, we'll be back next Wednesday as camp continues, as we get closer and closer to that first preseason game and get closer and closer to the opening game. I mean, what is it? we're like a month away from Atlanta. I'm not sure. I forget the exactly, but by the time next week, it'll be a month away from Atlanta, which is exciting as we're here. But as always, guys, make sure to follow us on Instagram at birds_squawk. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Go Birds.